And a very good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday. Now, I know a lot of you have been waiting for this launch party show, and there's been a lot of discussion about it over the course of the day today, because a lot of you were expecting that we were going to bring to you the brand new Sarah signature collection, Letters from the Heart. Here's the thing, as we told you yesterday, it was going to sell out. It did sell out, as we chatted about. Here's the other thing. I've been mentioning through the day that our guys behind the scenes have been trying to get some more stock from other places, from here, there and everywhere, but I didn't promise you that that would happen. However, the good news is that has happened. We've got a small amount of stock of the full collection available for you. So if you missed out yesterday, now is the time to be buying. And I say now because of the stock which we've managed to get back, which is not a huge amount. 40% of that stock has already gone. There were loads of people that missed out yesterday. If you were one of them, please get this now. I'm not joking. If you think, oh, well, it's probably 40% of thousands. No, it really isn't. We've got a small amount of stock. It's going to go again. So get this now whilst you can. 81.38 or 115.21 is the deal on this. If you are brand new to this and you're thinking, hang on a minute, what is this Letters from the Heart collection? It is the brand new Sarah signature collection. And Debbie, who's over the other side of the studio, has got some finished samples of some of the beautiful things that you can make.
Oh, hanging on by a teeter. It is. It's hanging on just because I was so excited about this one. Needed to be a part of these shows that have been going off over the last couple of days. And these are some of the amazing things that you can make with this gorgeous collection from Sarah. I think she's really got this one To a T. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see we've got those gorgeous envelopes. We've got some lovely layering stamps on there. For me, what does it is that gorgeous classic typewriter. The wax seal is just an amazing addition to it as well. But there's just so many ways. I mean, these are just some of the cards that I have got planned for this next 2 hours.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this we're going to get done. We're going to do a bit of double embossing and triple embossing. Again, look at that classic typewriter, how beautiful that looks. It really does look glorious. And then lastly, I mean, I had to use this typewriter again, Ben, because it's just fantastic. But the whole of that collection just works so beautifully together. The papers, the colour tones, the stamps, the typewriter, everything in this collection works so beautiful. I'm just so glad we've got what we've got, and believe you me when I tell you what we had to do to get this little, and I mean, we say last little bit, but it really genuinely is, and once that is it, that's it. So yes, so come and join us for these 2 hours. I have got some other things planned, some other bits planned, just in case. But I'm going to throw you back over to Ben while I get ready for the first demonstration.
And we're going to get into this quite quickly because we don't have a huge stock at all on this. It's 81.38 or 115.21 is the deal. You're going to get a huge array of gorgeous dies, embossing folders and stamps. That typewriter die, you love that so much. That's included in the collection. But as you've already seen, snapshot there from Debbie, you've got the beautiful die which will create that envelope for you. You've got a selection of embossing folders and stamps which have all got those gorgeous kind of sort of vintage postmarks on as well. And the thing to think about here, and I will show you this after we've done the first demo, the actual paper pad works beautifully with all of the accompaniment elements because you've got elements from the dies and the stamps which run through the paper pad, and that's why this collection particularly works so brilliantly together. And the wax seal kit that you get, for me, really finishes off this collection beautifully. Grab it while you can. You're saving $15.60 or $14.24. We're going to get straight into the demos because these are already going. Remember, that price there is the price you pay, but if you're a Platinum member, it comes down to £65.10. If you're shopping with us in the States, just over $92 today. Grab it, because once it is gone, it is gone. So let's get cracking. Let's see how many of Debbie's demos that we can actually get done before this sells out, because it's going to go. What are you going to start with, Debbie?
Oh, well, I mean, where do I start with this beautiful collection? I'm going to start with this lovely lace envelope. I adore this. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And you can see straight away, you've got the die elements to be able to create, let me just take this off there gently, to be able to create your beautiful lace envelope. You've even got a little piece in here that creates the piece, the note paper that goes inside. You've got all the stamps, and I'm just going to move that to one side so you can see you've got beautiful layering stamps on here, clearly labelled as well, because you've got your ones and your twos, and again, or with your little hearts, you've got some sentiments on here. I love you.
Aww.
Hello, you. Oh, bless them. To and from the journey with me then. Be mine, Ben, be mine. And then we've got our one and our two lovely layering stamps, and then the foliage. I'll have to say that word because I still can't say that word.
Foliage.
Foliage. But yes, so you've got everything. And the dies then to actually cut out those features as well, which again, really fabulous. So first things first, let's start with the main envelope. So I'm going to just cut a piece of, now I'm using stamping card, but you could be using, what could you be using with this, Ben? You could use the
papers that you've got in the collection.
So you could use the papers from the collection. What else could you use?
What?
Acetated look nice with a bit of decorative paper around the back. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be able to do loads and loads of things with this, and not just in this collection as well, Ben. You're going to be able to take this into other forms of your crafting, and it'll work just equally as beautiful.
And do you know what? A lot of people yesterday were chatting about how these Sarah signature collections, particularly more recent ones, have kind of rolled from one to the other, and a lot of people go, oh, I could use aspects of this with the vintage diary.
Oh, absolutely.
Aspects of this from the caring thought. So there's lots of kind of cross-pollination going on.
Yeah, it was the first thing I thought when I actually saw this, because I was actually lucky I got to work with this, because there's the new magazine coming out soon, Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
I'm allowed to say that.
Well, you said it now.
I said said it now, so it's too late, so I can't take it back. But there's a new magazine coming out,
Yeah.
and in there I did a step-by-step 5 different tutorials on how you can use this. And I actually got to work with it quite a couple of months ago now, and absolutely fell in love with it. And then when I saw the vintage, let me get this right, this is Letters to the Heart, vintage diary, I thought, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I absolutely thought how well that these would work together, and I mean genuinely mean that. They're going to work absolutely beautiful together, they really are. Now, look how gorgeous this is. Can you just see that beautiful feature? I'm just going to give it a little touch of an edge with with one of our inks, and I'm going to use Pale Fig. I'm using the Quick Dry, but you can use any of the pads that come with this, and this just adds a little bit of it makes it pop a little bit, because I think sometimes white stamping card is fine, but it can be a bit stark. So I think sometimes it's nice just to soften it with a bit of colour.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just taking one of my ink dabbers.
And I'll tell you what a lot of people were doing yesterday, actually, because the ink pad that you're using there, we've got that selection for you, which we've put together purposely for this particular collection. So if you have a look on the web for that, we've packed together 6 colours which work perfectly with this collection. We've got the Pale Fig, the Oasis, Pink Tulip, Straw Bale, you've got your Frosty Jade, and you've got your green topaz as well. And there you go, details on screen. So lots of people were popping that into their baskets yesterday with the collection, because the colours that you got there match the paper that you got in the paper pad. Oh, you think we throw this together? You didn't make this
do you know,
up.
we're thinking, have you just thrown those colours randomly together? And then I thought about it. No, actually, no, not at all. They've been well thought out on how all that colour theme works together and having the right inks for it. So it's an absolutely cracking deal. Now, talking of this for me is just absolutely beautiful and so easy to put together as well. So if you've missed any of the shows, I'll show you how easy it is to put together. So literally what you can see is the die cut itself. All you're going to do is fold these to this piece here over the top, and then you're going to take your tape pen or your dotty tape pen or whatever it is that you want to take over to add that together. Look at that. So, oh, wait a minute. Did I put any tape down there? That's better, Debbie. I couldn't see me on tape there. And then again, I'm just going to, but it makes it a working envelope, which I think is absolutely fab. It really is a lovely little feature. Now, you can actually fold that over if you want to. I'm going to use it, though, as decoration onto the front of my box. And I'm actually going to put some things behind there as well, Ben. So that little element, and I'm just going to, let me just titivate up. Titivate?
What, you what?
Yeah, I've just put my ink dauber down. Don't know what I've done with it. That's not the same one, but it'll do. I'm just going to titivate this end and just to get
what to it?
Titivate.
Oh, right.
It's a little word. Titivate. Just decorate.
Oh, right.
Decorate.
Okay. I've never heard that one before.
What, you've never heard titivate before?
I don't know why you keep saying it. I've never heard that word before.
Oh, I thought everybody used that word.
Titivate.
Titivate, yeah. It is a word. I'm thinking. Thank you very much, Johnny. I thought Ben's making me sound like I've gone mad.
I've heard of titillate.
Well, yes.
But not titivate.
Well, yes. Now you've got me, aren't you? You're doing it on purpose now, aren't you? Now then, normally on this die, you could use this piece, this outside piece here, which would fit... Excuse me, we're stuck to the bottom of my thing, which would fit perfectly behind there, but we have something else in the collection that would work equally as well.
Oh, yes.
The torn note paper. And that's exactly what I've done with this, Ben. I have just used this die here to create a large panel and snipped it in half. And all I've done is added a little bit of the... to titivate it around the edge with that pink, pale fig. I'm going to call it pale tulip then. Oh my
pale
days.
Pig.
I called it pale pig the other day, Ben. Pale pig came out of my mouth. It just came out because I thought it was actually called that. No, not at all, not at all. Now, we've also got some gorgeous stamps in here as well. Oh, let me think though, because I think I'm going to use from that set. I think I might use Be Mine, this one. I'm changing it up a little bit. You're going to be mine, Ben.
Okay. Just to say, you were right with your word titivate. I was very wrong with the word that I came up with.
What word did you come up with?
I'm not saying it again.
I missed it.
No, it sounded like titivate, but it had an L instead of the vate. It was late.
You see, you have to think about your words, Ben. You have to think about the words.
What does
trust you?
What does titivate mean then, Johnny? I missed that. What? Make minor enhancements. So there you go.
Yes.
So it was titivate.
Yes. You see, I know you have.
I
You
wasn't
have
questioning
little
you.
doubt in me, don't you, Ben,
I just
sometimes?
have never heard it before.
You've just never heard it before?
No, but I have now.
Well, a man of your talents and your words, I'm surprised. I am so surprised you've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to use the Be Mine, Ben, because you definitely are going to be mine. Tonight, anyway.
Yeah,
Tonight.
I will. Oof, eh? What's going on here?
What's going on?
Tonight? Seriously?
Well, you are going to be mine, Ben, because
Well, there's
look,
an
it
offer.
says so on my little letter.
I'm there,
Look,
Debbie.
There, exactly.
I'm there.
So I might tape that down, though. But should I tape that down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might take that down. I'll hold it over for the time being, because I'm going to move on to another element that I want to show you as well. I adore this one. I adore this one. Let me just move, because I've got all my elements out. Look, I'm getting so excited. I've got everything out.
This typewriter.
Right, we're going to bring it back into the room, Ben. Bring it back into the room. Right.
This typewriter, by the way, I was just saying, everybody was loving yesterday.
Well,
Lots of people going for it individually.
Can I tell you why? It's absolutely glorious. We've got this amazing classic typewriter. It just reminds me of the olden days where you used to type out your letters.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember those days?
You know what? I touched
I'm just thinking, because you're a lot younger than me, though. You're a lot younger than me. I remember the days of typing out.
My nan used to have one.
Yes.
Right, and whenever you used to go in her house, it was weird. It was a treat to be able to have a go on a typewriter, put your paper in, and then
Yep.
bing! Have you ever heard the typewriter song?
No.
Dig that one out, because sorry, we're going off topic here a little bit. There's a brilliant song, if you Google it or go on YouTube, whatever. So it's like an orchestra, and then there's a guy sat there on a typewriter. It's about a minute and a half long. He goes diddle 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 ding. Have you heard it? Diddle 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 ding. He's typing on his typewriter. You haven't listened to it, Johnny, in the gallery. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
No, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine, because it does. It really. Do you know what I love about this collection? It just is. It's reminiscent of the olden times, and I don't mean that in a horrible way, because we live in this modern age where everything's sent on a, on a tap of your phone or whatever these things are these days. This collection has got that lovely warm feeling to it, because it's just so reminiscent of those olden times. And I used to love having a good old tap on my typewriter. Let me tell you, I loved mine. So this one is absolutely fabulous. And what is fabulous is, look at all of these. Look at all of these gorgeous sentiments and that lovely typewriter font on here too. So I love you, Ben. Sent with love. See, you're mine, destined. Thank you. Thinking of you. Celebrate. Well done. Be happy. Well, I mean, look how many there is. There's just loads on there. Absolutely fabulous. So let's just take that to one side, because I'm going to use the typewriter element. So again, I'm going to use it in some white stamping card. I'm going to move on later though, and we're going to use it. We're going to do a bit of double embossing. Maybe even triple emboss it.
Hello.
Yeah, I might spoil us and do a bit of triple embossing. So what I'm just going to do is, where have you put your low tack tape, girl?
You need some.
Well, I had some. I did have some. Has that Sarah and her team been in my bag, ruffling around they have while I were having me dinner?
Got it. I bet they've been
I've got one. I'll use that one. But
Studio 2.
yeah, the busy bees next door, aren't they? Busy bees, they are. Is she having a breather though at the minute?
She's back on later on, I think, on HSN. So you can just stick with us till 9. And then she's back on. Is she back on at 10 o'clock? Oh, back on at 9. So stay with us till 9, and then HSN from 9.
That's it, perfect. It's almost like we planned it.
Almost.
It's almost like we planned it. Bet again, just look at this. This is a fabulous, honestly, I love this. Just a gorgeous typewriter. Look how beautiful. And to make it pop off, I'm going to use some of that gorgeous cardstock. Now, all you do is stick it down. So if I just stick it down with my dotty tape pen, and I'm going to overhang just at this end here. So let's just pop that up to, in fact, no, I'll tell you what, I'll take it up to that top bit. And then all you do is you take your scissors. So get your scissors, and it makes it pop out a little bit more, but all you're going to do is just cut around it. Literally cut around it, Ben. And I mean, you take your time. I'm just rushing here now because I can hear producer Johnny. My goodness. Oh my days, counting down those numbers.
We're heading towards 50% of the stock gone, of the back in stock, of which we don't have a lot. I'll go through the boards for you in a minute so you can see everything you're going to get, but it's not going to last.
No, it's not. No, it's definitely not. And now that just makes it pop out that little bit more. So absolutely looking, really beautiful. Again, taking those, these die cut elements, the lovely torn note paper. Let's have a look. Well, in fact, I'll just show you. So we'll speed this one up because I'm conscious of time and conscious of the numbers as well. But just choose one of these. Now I've taken the second size down, die cut that through, and then you can have a play with those stamps because we've got lots of gorgeous stamps on here. And I'm just going to bring this one into play so you can see this one, where you've got the classic postmarks. And again,
yes.
It's just lovely. Honestly, Ben, the fun you're going to have with this collection, literally just have a play. So all that is the textured stamp on there. I've taken some of the Friar Brown and the pale fig, mix that all up, and then I've just taken, can you see the elements on here? I've got the wavy stamp on here, I've got the writing stamp, because you could actually, if you wanted, handwrite someone's name in there
not?
And someone's address. Use one of the postmarks, and then lovely the Queen Elizabeth's head there, looking absolutely fabulous. And then just giving it a little distress around the edge, playing with those inks again. So a really lovely little addition to this collection. But when you start to bring it all together, it really, really does come to life. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to pop that into there as though that's been my typewriter on there. So let's just pop that to one side and let's start bringing in now I'm going to bring in my box. We've got the lovely box all made up. Now you've probably seen boxes being made. How many times have I made some boxes here at Crafters Companion?
Probably once or twice, Debbie. Once or twice.
Once or twice, yeah. I'm just trying to find me. I always write on base, lid, because I want to decorate this bit before I actually stick it together. Just make sure it's all nice and labelled, not in a very fake pencil. So again, I'm just going to pop my glue just onto here. I've taken some textured cardstock with this because I thought some of those textured cards look really nice. You know, the colours match this lovely vintage warm feel to this this paper pad.
Yeah.
And a lovely thing about it, you can see all that gorgeous lace design. Elements that we've got in the stamp set, so those layered stamps are actually through this paper.
Yeah.
And then lots of those lovely foliage bits there and the script in the background. Really does. Everything's been so well designed and well thought out. Now then, let me grab my tape pen. I'm just going to literally pop my sides down. So just put, and I'm decorating this before I actually put it together, Ben. Makes it sometimes, that was Jan would always say, make it easier on yourself, Debbie, not harder.
If you put it together, you're then squishing and squashing, aren't you? You don't want to do that.
So so it is a good idea to do it beforehand, but really, again, it's that personal choice.
Titivate beforehand.
Titivate, it's going to be a new word, isn't it, that, Ben?
It's going to be my new word.
Taught you a new word?
You have.
Me teaching you a new word?
Well, I know, but Shadiah sent me the full-on thing through here. Ben, titivate, to spruce, smarten and spiff all mean to make a person or thing neater or more attractive. I really feel like every day's a school day here, isn't it? You know?
It is. Titivate. You see, I used to say it on a night out. I just need to titivate myself. That's what I used to say. And I enhanced myself. That's how I use the word. That's how I remember the word.
What do they say? Powder your nose.
Yes. Just going to titivate my face.
Titivate my face. I love that. I'm definitely going to use that now in my day-to-day life.
See if your missus uses that word, Ben.
Laura?
You're Laura. I bet you're Laura. No.
And she'd have no clue what I'm talking about.
Really?
I'm going to get up tomorrow morning and I'm going to go, morning, darling. I'm just off to the bathroom to titivate myself. And she'll have no clue what I'm talking about.
Do it in that voice as well, Ben.
Shall I?
Do it in your voiceover voice.
Okay.
Is that right, the voiceover voice?
That wasn't my voiceover voice, that was just another voice.
Another one of your many voices that you have.
Man of many voices, another man of many words.
Now I'm just going to put my base together, Ben, so I'm just doing this. Has anybody been commenting on anything? Anybody comment?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right, Ben, I can see you're busy.
Bernie's watching, apparently.
Oh, lovely Bernie.
Lovely Bernie. And there's loads, let's say a few hellos, because I've not done these yet. Pamela says, hello again, Debbie and Ben from sunny central New York. Hey, Pamela. Lil J. Croft says, hi from North Yorkshire. Lisa's in from a sunny Durham. Deborah says hello from Texas. Hi, Deborah. Kathy C. Hi, everyone. I've missed all the shows today. I've been playing catch up.
Oh, bless
now I'm
her.
ready to enjoy this one. Shadai is in from Ottawa. Hello. Sally says hi from all Braunton, North Devon. Devon Massive. Woo! It's a beautiful sunny evening here. Always sunny in Devon, isn't it? Hey, Sally. Mary says on YouTube, hi, everyone from sunny South Carolina. Lots of love for this collection, as we knew. Diana can't wait to get it. And can't wait, says Aisha, to mix these elements with the vintage diary collection. I was just chatting. I'll show you the full set in a minute, but Susan just saying, Ben, I'm with you. I love the wax seals. In fact, I love them so much. I actually bought a seal with my last initial for my letters. That is classy. That is classy, Susan. Love that. Stamp your letters with your own initial on. That is brilliant. Titivation at its best.
Definitely titivation at its best. Now I'm just building up my layers now, Ben. So I've got my little stamped postcard in the background. I've got my envelope there. I'm going to add it with my typewriter. But before I do, I have got some other elements. Do you know we're talking about those layered stamps that we have in that collection with the lovely letter?
Yeah.
This is what they look like when they're all done. So you just layer up with your colours. That one's a quick dry pale fig and the crushed velvet. Just laying those two up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate my inside of my envelope. I thought I had more than two. Ben, I've started throwing things around. I was so organised
What
earlier.
you lost now? Oh, more of your flowers?
Just more of my flowers, yeah, but it's fine, it's fine. We'll not worry too much. So what we're going to do is just pop on a little bit there in the background. Let's just bring that through. I'll add these little extra bits because I think everything, again, it's what I love about Sarah's collections, everything works so beautifully together.
Yeah.
But the elements that we have in this collection, you can use time and time and time again with lots of other things that you have in your crafty stash too. So I'm just going to pop on now my typewriter. So I'll pop that on.
50% of the stock has gone.
Oh, you better be quick. Yeah, better be quick. Yep, absolutely. And then I'm going to pop in there. I'm going to pop my changing it up. I told you I'd change it up. I'm going to put B minus though.
Isn't that cool how you can slot your little message inside the typewriter as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Now then, one of my favourite things in this collection.
Do the wax seal?
Oh, well.
Oh, seal it.
Absolutely got to have it. Come on, you. Just hang on a minute.
Less than 50% remaining. What are you gonna seal it with? A little heart or?
You'll just have to excuse me a minute. I've just got to do my
size.
sides. I remembered this isn't the seal kit that I used earlier because I used the vintage diary one. I told you mix and match. That's what you can do. You can mix and match. I think I'm going to go in. Oh, should I go with the key or with that? No, we'll go with the love heart.
Love heart.
The love heart, since it's Be Mine. Very simple to assemble. You just give it a nice little screw. You've got that metal stamp there, and then we're going to heat it up. I'm going to use this gorgeous goldy brown one. Now, if I was at home, like I did last night with my vintage diary one, you literally just light it up like you would a candle and then let that drop. However, we don't have that luxury here because if I did, I would literally set all the smoke alarms off.
Oh, you could go home early.
Exactly. Well, yeah, actually, that's quite a good idea, Ben. Maybe we'll try that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use our heat gun to do this technique. Now, it does take a little bit longer than it normally would with your said match. But all I'm just going to do is just eat the end because I want to melt that wax. And I say it takes time, but that's not really that much more. You know, you just make sure you direct it on there, Debbie. I forget I've got a fan on me, Ben. You'll have to excuse me.
I think as well when you look.
I'm right. I'm thinking, why is it taking forever and a day? It's because I've got a fan blowing.
Do you want to take this? Oh, yes, there you go.
You'll see me fan in a minute.
Well, can't you? Look at that. It's all over the place. Well, obviously, with the match, I think you can do you can be a bit more precise when you use a match.
Of course, yeah. So. But to be fair, if you don't want to, I mean, when I used my match last night, I was doing it at, let me just tell, it was a rather late time in the evening. My son's on mornings, so he goes to bed quite early. And silly old me forgot that the fire alarm was directly.
Oh no, you didn't. You set the alarm off.
Yeah, it were about midnight midnight when I did it.
Oh no.
Well, the air went blue upstairs.
I bet it did.
Because obviously he has to get up very, very early for that shift, for that time starts.
Oh no.
So he wasn't best pleased with his mummy.
No.
And I set Bella off into a mild panic because she didn't like that noise. So
the dog was barking, the lad was barking.
Yes, he was barking a few obscenities at me, let me tell you. Now I'm just setting, I've got quite a bit down there. I'm not gonna worry if I actually drop a little bit extra as well, because it don't really matter. Oh well, I didn't want to drop it across my typewriter. Dearie me.
Oh,
right, never mind.
You're all right.
I'm just gonna move that somewhere where I don't get wax everywhere. Bets, just take your stamp, have a little press down, and then lift that off. Careful not to lift too much of it off. Oh, Debbie, hang on a minute.
Give it a little press
Yeah,
down.
little wiggle, little wiggle, little wiggle, little wiggle. Oh no, it's all going wrong now, Ben. Not only have I dropped wax all over my typewriter, oh, I've got it too. Right.
Oh,
You never noticed. You never noticed there, did you?
I don't think it helps you having a fan blowing on the
It's probably
wax.
not helping, I'm not going to lie, but Debbie would pass out if she didn't have that said fan on me, because it's a bit warm in here. So, that was one I made earlier.
Love it. Love it. I mean, seriously, you can't go too far wrong with that, can you not? Here you go. Lots of love for this box in the comments. I tell you what, amazing. Debbie, thank you. I'm going to go through all of the deal that you've got here, because this is going to go. 60% of the stock has gone. Loving those nesting dies, says Diana. Mary says, that typewriter is so fab. It would work so well for mail cards too. Andrea says, can't wait for my collection to arrive. Another stunning collection. It's brilliant. I love the box, says Sadasa. Bought the typewriter, says Mandy Doodle Hands from the set. I may have to get the mini envelope. It is super cute. And Anta said, the heat gun just scared my dog. He probably thinks it's the vacuum. Apologies if we scared your pets. Right, the envelope is sold out on its own. The paper pad, I think you can only now get with the collection. So let me show you. The best thing to do, right, and be quick on this. I'm not lying when I tell you we're in double figures. If you're thinking, oh, 60% has gone, but they've got that, we've got double figures remaining, right? Low double figures. But let me just quickly take you through this. So the paper pad is absolutely gorgeous, and we chatted about this yesterday. And as you look through here, do you know, with some of our paper pads, you might go, well, I'm definitely going to use that side. I potentially wouldn't use the other side so much. This one is, as you said yesterday, it's double A side. Remember, you used to get the double A sides, your records, you know, big hit one side, big hit the other side. That's exactly what this is. And as Debbie was alluding to and pointing out, running through this, you've got elements. So for example, this page here matches up beautifully with this embossing folder that you've got, because you've got the script which matches up, which goes with it. So it just works perfectly. I know all of our paper pads with our collections do, but this one even more so. So that embossing folder is also included. And you can also see here, if I show you on the top there, elements of the detailing there you've got running through in your lace border dies, which come with this collection, and then also these gorgeous lace edge embossing folders. So you can see how this all fits together absolutely perfectly. And as we head through further, I mean, how much in love are you with this pad, by the way? You've then got the postmarks, and as Debbie again has already alluded to, we've got the classic postmarks within the collection as well. So we've got these gorgeous stamps here. Look how that beautifully matches up. And then we've got another embossing folder, which is also on that postmark theme. So again, matches up beautifully with your papers. This has been thought to right to the nth degree, seriously. And as we go through and look at all these gorgeous papers, are you kidding me? This is why you can only get the pad now within the set, because everyone was multi-buying. Yesterday, we touched on it, we had people buying 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19 of these. I'm not joking you. Somebody bought 19. That's how much they were loved. But that's your paper pad and just a few of the elements that you're going to get with it. On top of what I've already shown you, you're also going to get your typewriter. So that's what we just saw there. And with the typewriter, as Debbie was showing you, you're going to get all of these beautiful stamps. And I love the fact that you can slot your little message into the top of the typewriter, which is fantastic. Then you've got your lace envelope stamp and die set. Again, you saw that being popped together. So simple to do. And I love the fact as well that you've got the ability to pop your little message in there too. And these are the stamps that come with it. So again, a few of these within the collection, like the one that Debbie was showing you, you can layer them up in your different colours to create some beautiful effects. And then you've got dies to be able to cut those out as well to decorate and embellish. On top of that, you've got more beautiful stamps. The loving sentiment stamps are also there for you. There's some really nice phrases in here, like for example, do more of whatever makes you happy. I really like that. Life is short, make it sweet. and also difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. They're really cute, and that for me kind of follows on from the Caring Thoughts collection, which was very much all about, you know, sending a card just because, and that's what those I think really lend themselves brilliantly for. You've then got your torn note paper dies included as well, which you've seen a snapshot of. These are going to make brilliant frames, of course, for you as well. And then you've got butterflies and hearts and a little I love you die included too. And then on top of that, to finish it all off, those gorgeous wax seals. So you get the tool. You also get the different heads. So you've got the key, and then you've got the gorgeous hearts, and of course you've got your 2 sticks of wax as well, and the gorgeous gold and the gorgeous red. All of that for £81.38 or £115.21, £65.10 if you are a platinum member, $92.17 if you are shopping with us in the US. But you got to be in it to win it, because this is heading towards 65% of the stock now gone. Once this is gone, it has gone. Now, also on the show, we do have, I can shout this now, can't I, because Sarah's not in next door. We have an out of this world deal! And this is the deal for you today. The stamping card collection, let's be honest, right? Not the most exciting picture you're going to see today. However, look at that. These are back in stock. You're going to get these, buy one, get one half price. I say you buy one, you get one half price.
Get one half price.
Thank you, Debbie. Yep, so 60 sheets. And then 60 sheets again, so 120 sheets, A4 in size, 300 DSM. Stock up now whilst you can. £15, $21. Of course, if you're platinum, that comes down to £12, doesn't it? Or about $17. That is worth adding into your basket, and it is today's out of this world deal. Now, we've also got the Explorer kit for you. This is great. I'll show you this in the studio a little bit later on. We've got the Character Over the Edge stamp and die collection. 29 elements in total here, and this is great. Kind of dip your toe in the water with this collection with the Over the Edge characters. Within this, you've got the gorgeous little pussycat, which is the feline friends. You've then also got your stamping platform, you've got your ink pad in there, and of course your stamping mat included as well. Kind of a bit of a way for you just to dip your toe in the water, give it a go, see if you love it, and if you do, or when you do, you can come back and get more of the collections. $28.97 or $40.85 if you want to go for that, saving $15.98 or $22.90 today. Right. Lots of love still coming in for this collection. Mary Patz just said, I had to get this entire collection. Love it. Can't wait to get my collection, says Kerry. Stephen said, yes, order placed. I used my £50 gift voucher. Thank you, Cece. £50 gift voucher. That's all right, isn't it?
Stephen won it last week. Over this weekend.
Oh, the Easter picture.
Easter weekend, yeah, with his lovely doggy.
Sin of the dog. I remember that picture.
Yeah.
That's lush. I love that, Stephen. Well done. Bought 2 extras of the pad, says Diana earlier today. Deborah said, just ordered my set, Ben. I can't wait to get it. I love you, Debbie and Ben, says Deborah. Well, we love you too, Deborah. We were only just saying. And Sally says, Debbie, if you push the seal into a soap bar before pushing in the hot wax, it comes out easier. Oh, there you go.
Say that again.
If you push the seal into a soap bar before pushing in the hot wax, it comes out easier.
Oh, I've never really had a problem. It's the first time ever that I've had that problem, but I managed to fix it. So it came out, you see, when you went off me, came out.
Here we go, look.
I just stuck it back in there. Look, never can't even tell, can you?
No, you
Apart
can't.
from on my typewriter.
That's all right. Back in the day when they did the wax seals, they were never perfect anyway, were they?
No, that's the beauty. That is the beauty of a wax seal, absolutely. It really is.
Right, are we going to squeeze in one more demo? Because we're heading towards 70% of the stock here, so what do you reckon you can show us?
Well, I've got 2 more back here and this one. Oh, Ben, we might have to just change it up in next half at show.
Okay.
So I'm going to use some of the embossing features. We're going to make a lovely easel card that I showed you at top at show. And I've got a couple of me embossing folders. I've got a strip one and I've got the 5x7 one as well. But first things first, to be able to do that, I need to create myself a lovely bit of torn paper, Ben. I love these dies.
Oh, yes.
I love these dies. I can see me using these tons and tons of different ways. I've put my tape down again, Ben. I keep putting my tape down. It's my own. So, do you know I'm blaming everybody else, and I think it's myself. I don't think it's anybody other than me for this element. So I'm just going to hold those 2 pieces down and then run that through. But yeah, I can honestly see myself using these dies for so many other things as well. And they're almost like a nesting die as well. Yeah. Well, they are a nesting die because they go down in increments. So use these in so many different ways. You could create your own tone edge easel card.
Oh, I love that. I love that
Yeah,
idea.
you could do. Yeah, absolutely. You see, I think about these things afterwards. You know, when we're here, we get your what was that? What was that?
Sorry,
What was that?
That was Johnny, I think.
Did anybody else hear that then?
I heard that. It was Johnny just said it's all the deliveries going out for this collection. By the way, Susie T just messaged me saying, "Hey Ben, Sarah is on HSN. She's selling the desk right now." Oops. Sorry about that.
Oopsie daisy.
Yeah, we'll be a bit quiet.
Yeah, we better be quiet.
Yeah.
Ben. We better be quiet. We'll not make too much noise. No. We'll not make too much.
And if you're driving that truck out there, stop beeping your horn, for goodness sake.
Right, I'm just going to run my torn note paper through my embossing folder, Ben.
Yes.
Now, this is a standard embossing folder, so that requires our 2 plastic shims. Pop that through your machine, and this is going to create that beautiful, again, get carried away then, I'm getting so excited, sorry, but a real beautiful elements, because I love an embossing folder. Again, so many things you can do with embossing folders, and the fact that this has got that lovely script on it is just absolutely beautiful. I love that. I think I'm just going to emphasise that with a bit of ink. I'm going to make it pop a little bit more.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going to use the pale fig again, because I think the pale fig works so well with this collection.
It does, and it's in that collection that we've put together.
Well,
For the ink pens,
it's almost like we planned it then. It's almost like we planned it, yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to take that across all that lovely script. I wonder what it reads, that script.
Oh, shall we look?
Because it's a proper script, you know, a proper olden age script. It's got numbers in there. I just love the font on it. I love everything about that script one. I think it's just beautiful. You can see it really popping out.
I think it's in...
You're trying to read it, aren't you, Ben? Now said that.
It looks like it's in like Latin or something. Or,
yeah. Well, that's what it would have been, wouldn't it, in Latin?
Yeah. Back in the old days.
Yeah, back in those old days.
We all used to write in Latin. dipping our quills into the ink pots.
Dipping our what, sorry?
Dipping our quills.
Our quills.
Into the ink pots. Sealing our letters with a wax stamp.
Yeah, I always remember going to one of those when I was at school.
Yeah.
Do you know, going back where you lived in the shoes of an olden day person? Does that make sense? It was history.
Right.
And we got dressed up.
Did you?
And we sat in the classrooms where they had the wooden desks. And there were single desks with a little pot in the...
We still had those at school.
Oh, honestly, well, I did.
Oh.
I was talking about when I went on a school trip. Not in those days. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, Ben?
Yeah.
But literally, and then did proper handwriting with the fountain pen with the, you know, with the
feather,
the metal nib.
Oh,
Yeah, we did the feather one as well, because there were all different styles on there for us to use. Oh, I did enjoy that school trip. Let me tell you. I don't know why I'm sticky, Ben. I've gone all sticky.
You've got wax on your hands?
No, it's not wax. I think it's my 3D Kalal glue, and I'm just wondering if I've splurged it anywhere, because it's all over my ink pad. Do you know, my ink dabber? So I'm just gonna take a minute, just have a little look. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just making sure I'm embossing, and again using these gorgeous colours that we have. Yeah, it's strange that. That makes me worried though, because if I don't know where the glue is, it could be on my body somewhere. Honestly, it happens. I do it at home, when I'm crafting at home, and then you turn around and you think, where's that ink come from?
Yeah.
Where's that glue come from?
It's not so bad if it's glue, is it? Because at least you can't see it. But if it's ink, then that obviously, you know.
Oh, I've ruined many a top, let me tell you. Many a top. Yeah. Now I tend to craft in dark colours in my craft room, so that if anything does get ruined, you can't see it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You ever done that when you've like put a pen or something like that in your top pocket and you look down and it's leaked and it's gone all over your clothes? I've done that before.
Bought myself a new top the other week.
Yeah.
And then I used a pen. And I hadn't realised it was leaking the other end. So as I'm tapping it on my chest like this, literally all over my top. Can't wear it. I think I've worn it once.
Oh,
so
no.
it's just clumsiness. Clumsiness it is, Ben. Now, what I've done with this is I have just trimmed it down and added a touch of ribbon, as you can see, because that's the length that it would come, but you can start to chop and change it around. So that's going to act as my topper for my easel card. So we've got my script writing, we've got the little topper there, we've got this. Now we could add a little script to this. So shall we have written with love on this one? This is a nice one. Or is it wrote with love? Written with love. Written with love.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just going to use my rocker block on this. I'm just going to use an ink pad as well, just inking this up. I'm using rustic brown for these because the rustic brown again lends itself to the style of the collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Do you know what? People are loving that script, by the way. Lots of comments about the script being magnificent and the seal as well. Catherine on YouTube says, when I use the sealing waxing tool, I feel like I'm creating the Magna Carta, like the Queen, or a decree like the Pope. I must have ideas of grandeur. Catherine, I'm exactly the same as you. I want to almost use that stamp. Like, I want a crafting candlelight, maybe in like a suit of armour. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And they used to do back in the day. Put the wax on and then seal the letter and then send it out.
Yeah,
Marvellous.
absolutely.
Marvellous.
Now, going back to the envelope die, because we're going to be using it in a minute, but you've already seen me cut the envelope out, so I'm not going to do that again. I've got one already cut out. But I've used, you know, the inside that goes inside there?
Yeah.
I've taken the inside die to create myself a little note paper, and I'm using one of these lovely sentiment stamps that we've got in this collection. Some really beautiful sentiments in here. This one as well, a really lovely one. So I'm going to ink that up with this rustic brown again. So let's just ink all of this. Give it a nice coverage.
Kay says you need to wear your CC apron, Debbie.
Oh, do you know, I have got somewhere in the craft room an apron. I bet. Somewhere, notice the word somewhere. Buried somewhere would probably be the more appropriate word for that. But yes, I should. Our lovely Lee, who, I don't know if he sometimes watches the shows, he doesn't always watch the shows, but our lovely Lee, who I know from Chesterfield, and a big Crafters Companion fan, he actually made me one.
Did he?
With my name on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Again, buried somewhere in the craft room. Silly old me. Actually, said craft room will be soon done, and I can't wait to get myself stuck into a nice, clean craft room.
Are you tidying up?
Oh, I am. I've got space now, you see, Ben. Now the grandkids and my daughter moved out.
Did you take a picture before you tidied?
Well, I've done the rest of the house, bar the 2 rooms that I need to get done. But I will take a before picture, I promise.
Yeah, you should.
I promise I'll take a before picture.
And what are you going to do? Just spread it out amongst the other rooms?
It's spread into 2 rooms.
Right.
2 rooms, and then I get a big bedroom back as well. So really looking forward to it. Just need to find the time to get that bit done. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So that will be my difficult road, cleaning the craft room, which will often lead to a beautiful destination, which it will do, because my beautiful destination will be my brand new craft room.
That will be it.
But what a lovely sentiment that is, Ben. Isn't that gorgeous, that sentiment?
There's some really lovely sentiments in the collection as a whole, aren't there?
Honestly, they are absolutely beautiful. It's such a gorgeous collection. I mean, Sarah could have gone balmy with this collection. She could have gone absolutely nuts. But what she's done is kept it quite, I call it stripped back collection, but a stripped back beautiful one that I know everybody is loving just as much as we are here at the team at Crafters. We were all clambering to do shows on this one, literally fighting each other. I want to do that one. Yeah. I want to do that one. No, I want to do that one. Exactly, because it's just
everybody.
Gorgeous.
Play nicely.
Yeah, we play nicely. Of course we do. It's all just in a bit of jest, it is.
Absolutely.
Right, so that's my envelope. And then my little note's going to go in there. But again, I just wanted to finish it off with a little finishing touch. So all I did was wrap a little ribbon round, like lovely. A little tag to pull that up in a little bow. And that's just going to sit inside there. So we're nearly all but ready to get our card put together. So I've taken myself an easel card. So this is a 5 3/4 square. inch. Then I've literally folded it in half and then made myself another base there at 5 3/4 inch. And then I've just done a little bit of matting and layering with those gorgeous papers. So I'm going to use my all-purpose glue for this one to get this into place. Tell you, it's really warm in here. It's drying me glue up. It literally is drying the glue up. Let me just grab a tissue over the top of that. There we go. Let's see if... I don't know what it is. It gets warmer as the day goes on.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to find another tub. That one's completely dried up. Let's see if this... Oh, my days. I think someone left the top on this one open.
Oh, you're not having much luck over there.
No, I know. I never do. It's either glues or tape pens.
Yeah.
Actually, touch wood. Oh, it's been doing really well today. It might actually be my own. That's why. Whenever I use it up here, because we use them. So, I mean, the whole team are up here using them, aren't they? So you know they do get a bit of a beat in those tape pens. Right. So I'm just going to pop that on the front base. I'm going to place a little one on the inside as well. Then I'm going to put some. I'm going to use foam pads to lift up my stopper. Normally I would use 3D Clar glue, but it takes a bit of a time to completely dry solid, so I want an instant one to stop it from moving. So I'm going to just grab some foam pads, Ben. Let me just pop on there.
Whilst you're sticking those, Shadia's asked me to tell you, Ben, tell Debbie, when I was 13, I won a fountain pen competition in my country. You're Canada, aren't you, Shadia, I want to say. It was run by England, and we had to write 3 paragraphs with no smudges or mistakes. So I had a package of Parker's fountain pens and several bottles of ink. I beat the whole country. Oh,
wow. Wow.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. How fabulous is that, Shadia? That's really, really... Do they still make Parker fountain pens?
We used to have a fountain pen. Did you have to do this at school? At school, you used to have to write everything up in, what did you call it, in rough, with your sort of biro or whatever, and then you had to put it into your neat book, but write it out in fountain pen, didn't you?
Yep, absolutely. I do remember those days.
Oh dear.
I do indeed.
If you've got lines at school as well, you always had to do it in...
in your lines. Yeah. I remember doing that as well, Although if you were to look at my handwriting these days, I don't know about yours.
Oh, mine's terrible.
Jan's is beautiful. She's got beautiful writing, Jan. Mine is sloppy. Now, I think, do you know when I said that I've been having loads of luck with my tape pen. It's only just run out, just as I spoke. I'm telling you, I am cursed when I copy it, and I can't blame anybody. Oh, actually, that might be mine. I might have.
I used the wrong one.
Yeah, I might have just. I might have just placed that one myself. So I'm just going to pop that onto the front. I'm going to then finish this off by just adding my little envelope there. So again, let's put a bit of tape over this one. Isn't it a gorgeous collection though? I'm glad everybody is loving this as much as we are, because it really is the most amazing collection. And then I'm just going to pop on, let me pop a couple of these on here, pop a couple of these on. And this is from the dies without using the stamps, because I thought, it's got a nice little feature there that you can use, because of course this is, what it's all about, this collection. In fact, let me just pop that, let me just lift that, there we go. Let's pop that there. Shall I use the seal again? Shall we use the seal again? I'm a big
fan of it. Do you want me to come and turn the fan off whilst you do it?
I might have to just turn it off just for a second.
I'll come and do it.
Just for a second.
I'll be the fan man.
Thank you very much. Just because it is very... I think it was having an effect on my seal kit there. So let's just heat this up again, obviously. Oh, thank you, Ben. You're gonna stay there and protect me and pop it back on when we're done.
Well, you could only be a second, aren't you? So I thought I may as well stand by the fan.
Thank you very much, Ben.
You're welcome.
So what we're going to do is heat that up again. Like I said, if you are using it at home with a match, it does work a lot quicker. This that was a breath that did that. Did you see it?
Was it really?
It was, yeah. Oops.
Oh, hello. Yeah, definitely use a match when you're at home, because this is not the easiest thing in the world.
It's not the idealist of way to do this. The whole idea of the wax seal kit is it melts quicker with the match when the wick's burning is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And it just makes it a lot easier. And actually, using a heat tool can blow it around, as you've noticed.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, just bear that in mind when you are using it. It's just the option that you get though. I think I'm quite happy with that though, Ben, because don't get it on my envelope again.
That's it, don't
Let's
dribble it
just
everywhere.
do that carefully.
Yeah.
Let me just bring in a little piece of tissue to just pop that down there for a
So,
second. You can put the fan back on though,
Start
Ben.
the fans,
Start the fan
please.
again.
Here
Woo!
we
And then
go.
I'm going to
What do you have it
seal
on,
that
3?
there. You want my love?
On 1, don't you?
Just on number
Just on the
1,
1.
please, yeah.
you
Do
go.
you know, I think it might be, I might have to use that tip that our lovely, was it that mentioned that tip about using it with,
Oh, Sally.
was it Sally?
Yes.
Yeah, because I've never had this. Oh, there, I'm not even, what am I worrying about? Because it's just lifted off.
Beauty.
Absolutely beautiful. I've got me upside down though. You'll forgive me for that one, won't you? But there you go. What we've got now is a beautiful easel card with the whole of that collection there being used. And I say the whole, we've got in the background that lovely script. We've got some of the stamps with the torn note paper. We've got the envelope with the beautiful difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Using some of the dies and then just sealing that on the end there. And again, as a little topper, just using that stripped embossing folder and then the papers as well.
Fantastic. We are 75% of the back in stock has gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little break in a second because we need to give you a chance to get hold of these goodies. It's come to that point again where you really do need to go and grab these because they are going to go. And normally when we give you these breaks, this is when they all fly out the door. So if you have this in your basket, this is your last chance saloon to jump in and get it, I would suggest. Less than 75% of the stock remaining now. Sorry, less than 25% of the stock remaining, I should say. 75% is gone. So 81.38 or 115.21. Here's your 2 minutes to check out your basket. You're not going to miss anything, and we'll be back with more in just a tick.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
Okie dokie, we're heading towards about 20% of that stock remaining now on the letters from the Heart collection, so grab that quickly. One other set that we launched very recently, this was launched back end of last week, so the 8th of April, was the Layering Texture Stamps collection. Really like this, and as Craig demonstrated this a little bit earlier on, this is kind of like a stamping collection where there are no rules. That's how he was describing it. You've got so many different kind of layers, so many different textures here. It's kind of down to you, I suppose, how you want to be able to use them. And he did a really interesting demo earlier on where he just took one of them. Which one is he using? I'll know it when I come across it. And he was just randomly just sort of placing a few of the stamps in different ways to create different borders. And it worked really, really well. So with this collection, you're going to get 6 stamp sets, if you like. And it works out that you buy 5 and you get the 6th one. Sorry, you buy 6, but you're only paying for 5. That's right, isn't it? Buy 5, get the 6th one free. So first of all, you've got On Your Special Day. Again with this, so many interesting textures and designs. You've got little corner stamps, little flourishes, and then you've got your On Your Special Day stamp included in there too. This one here is your special friend. Again, loads of kind of interesting textures and designs on there. You've got the special friend detailing on there too. And again, whether you're kind of just using one or two of these and using them in different ways, it's entirely up to you. But the fact is that they're going to work beautifully together. This is the one that Craig used earlier on, the Just a Note. Kind of a bit of a countryside feel to this with your sort of wooden corner, your bark effect going on there. Almost like a bit of like a burlap effect in there with some leaves, which look absolutely gorgeous. Just a Note. This one here I love. This is Your Ace. Of course, based on playing cards. Love that. You've got your Joker, Queen and Jack. Yeah, you've got your textured detailing there with your clubs, your spades, your diamonds and your hearts. And then the Your Ace sentiment down the bottom as well. And then on top of that, we've got Thanks. Again, really love this. You've got that sort of trellis effect detailing there. You've got some ivy running across the top, more beautiful florals, just absolutely stunning. So those are 5 of the 6 that you're going to get. You're also, with this set, going to get this one here. I haven't got the boards for it, but it is the Letter to You. And if you like the script from the Letters from the Heart collection, then you're going to love that, because that again is more of those beautiful scripts, kind of your postmark detailing on there as well. And Missing You is that's the sentiment that you get with that. So you're saving over 15% today, $39.95 or $49.75, and as you've just heard, if you're a Platinum member, of course, you can take another 20% off that, bringing it down even further for you. Let's have a look at these then and see them in action. What do you make of these then, Debbie?
I love them. I launched them last week. It was me that launched them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I absolutely love these. I love the idea of being able to use. It's like you said with what Craig said this morning, it's literally a free rein, a free license to just create what you want. You can start with your background papers, you can make them a focal part as well. You can use absolutely everything to create, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I didn't get to use this one last week, so this was that lovely, I have to remember the name of them, I get confused, Game of Cards. Didn't get to use this one last week. Oh, get right way around, Debs. But you can play with these and create textures. So you can use all of your inks. You could do things like your pigment ink pads, so that you could create some extra texture by doing a bit of clear embossing. Might have a little tackle at that in a moment. But you're going to create, literally from scratch, you're going to create your background. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with these. Now, I've got my pigment inks for my stamping, and I've got my distress inks. And I call them distress inks because that's best way of calling these, just to create me little background. So I'm going to go in straight away with my ink dauber, and I'm going to create my background, Ben. Again, so lovely to use, and you can get really creative and inky with them. Yeah. And they are such fun. I know the design team that were on these have really enjoyed playing with them. And I know Craig did this morning. You could tell that we were playing. You can see the joy when people are using them. I know Fiona was involved with them down at Create and Craft. I think Sarah's had a play. Yeah. I think Jan's getting to have a play on Sunday with, I think she might be actually. She might not be. Yeah. She might. Yeah, they might be on them. I was just going to say they might be. It might be a case of they might not be, but I know she'll be dying to get her fingers on these because she loves anything stampy. But again, just building up a little bit of a background there. I'm going to use a few more other colours. I've got Lagoon, I've got Parakeet, some of my favourites in here. So I'm going to have a little play, just creating a bit of an inky background.
It's nice, isn't it? Like you say, and like Craig was touching on, you've got all these different sort of patterns, these different designs, and I think it's quite a nice set for like beginners as well, if you're just wanting to get into stamping and exploring different textures and how things work together. And like you said, you saw it earlier on, Craig earlier on, literally just taped off a bit of cardstock, and he just literally picked one.
I bet Rabbit Timer is live.
He loved it. He loved it.
Yeah, cool. It's just such fun, aren't they? They're great. They're a great idea. And I love the idea that you can take elements. You could mix and match them as well. So if you're going for the whole collection, you could have a real old mix and match with these and have a real good old play. I'll show you some of the things that I made last week, Ben, because I've still got them here. And we'll show you some samples afterwards. But I'm just wanting to build up a little bit of a background first, and then we'll start to do that layering technique. So I'm just creating myself very much, and the lovely thing about our Harmony ink pads, You don't have to be precise. You can just slap them on. You get that perfect blend every time, and you get a mixture, a crossover of the colours. You can see that I'm a little bit hot, Ben, because I'm using my fingers on the top and it's lifting the colour up because
okay.
I should be using some tissue. In fact, let me get some tissue just to hold it into place because I am incredibly warm.
Well, Aisha's loving your background. She says, Debbie always makes these backgrounds so beautifully and does them so easily. And Annika says, Debbie's really added to my confidence for just plain messing around with ink and it turning out rather well. That's the thing with this again, though, isn't it? Just have a bit of fun.
Just have a bit of fun with them, and that's all it really genuinely is. Have some fun and you know, have a good old play with your inks. There's no right or wrong way when it comes to our inks, but what you can guaranteed is that they blend really beautifully together. You can have a real mixture of creations with colour as well, depending on the colour tones that you're going to be using. And I'm just using some, well, say 3 random ones. I've got lemon tonic, parakeet and lagoon, and just having a good old play. And that's exactly.
Sure, you could always just get a scrap bit of card, couldn't you? Get some colours out, have a mix, see what's worked, see what
absolutely.
Work, see what you like, see what you don't like.
Yeah, that's the beauty of these. You just have a good old play. Quite happy with that one.
Very
I'm going to keep it as it is. So I'm going to pop me water reactives away to one side just for the time being. I've got a bit of water down here.
Oh, you're going to do a bit of
bit of faux bleaching.
Bit of splashing.
Yeah, it's a bit of coloured water, so I'm not really sure. But I'll give it a little tiny.
I'll say a little. From last night, I think.
It's what?
Is that Craig's water from last night? I think it is. He used it to wash his brush out and then he drank a bit of it.
Oh, I've done that many a time, believe you me. I really, you can almost, you can see what's going to happen here when I lift this off.
Can't wait.
And I do love this idea of doing this is what I said. Oh, we're running out, Ben, we're running out. Well, let me see, how much more have we got down here? We might be having to shout our Jake to see if he's got any extra. Fabulous. So again, it's just, I want you to have a play with them. I don't want you being scared of your inks. You've got these at your fingertips. You can create all these backgrounds that we do. You could do little bit of little extra bit by adding your clear overlay. If you've got your clear overlay, one lovely thing that I do is because it acts as a water brush, but it gives you a bit of sparkle.
Yeah.
So just do exactly. I'm just literally squeezing some of the glitter onto the side there. That clear overlay, you can see there's a bit of pool there going off, and just literally play to your heart's content until you're happy with your results, your background results, and then you're going to start by building up with these glorious, glorious stamps. So I'm just going to check that off my mat for a second. Oh, I've got some glittery, sparkly tissue paper here. And then just dab up that, and then you've got this lovely faux bleach technique with water, but then speckles of this beautiful clear overlay as well. So it really does create something. I don't know if you can see there. Can you see the texture?
Yeah, we can now, and you just wiggled it then. Yes.
So you can see that beautiful texture. It just adds another dimension to it, and you can have a nice play. Now we're going to play, because we're going to bring in a stamps. I love this. So all this is now is you creating a layering textures with all of these stamps, and it's just simple case of which ones do you want to play with? Which ones do you want to have a good old dabble with? So I'm going to bring in my rocker block. So I'm going to pop this on, and I'm going to use my opaque inks for this. So I'm going to use complementary colours that I've used. So I've taken the same colours. So this time I've taken them in the lemon tonic, lagoon, and parakeet. Longer open drying time, which means you can add things like your clear embossing powder, which I might do in a moment, but I'm just going to stick with these as a background one. But again, the water reactive as well, so it does mean that you can do those same kind of techniques that I've just done with this, but just have some fun, Ben. So I'm just going to take that lagoon, and I'm just going to now build up my texture, and I'm going to do this a few times on here.
How are you doing this then? For people who are you literally just going, that might work? There's no rhyme and reason to what you're doing.
I'm just slapping it on.
Right. It's good to know, isn't it? Because some people might be watching and going, I'm not quite sure what's Debbie doing there. Why is she doing that? So if you are just slapping it on, makes it easier to understand.
It does, and it's just about layering your textures up. You can already see we've got that background going off, we've got the sparkle going off, and now we're adding these extra textures. And I'm just taking elements, and if you want to create a little bit of a second generation print, just go back on. It doesn't have to be as stark as the other. So you could go on again. I mean, I could go on and put up another little layer just in the background there, and you get a more lighter it's called second generation, third generation. It means basically you're just using all the ink up off your stamp. Rather than wasting it and rather than re-inking it, it's just you're carrying on doing it. It gets like a ghosty shadow effect to it. So it's really, really nice. And again, lots and lots of fun. So I'm just going to give that a little clean.
You'll like this as well, Debbie. Catherine Baker's just messaged on YouTube saying, I was trying to faux bleach yesterday and I splattered from the wrong cup and it had tea in it. It didn't come out as planned, but it had a lovely vintage look, says Catherine. There you go.
Oh, I love that.
Splattering some tea on there. Love it.
That is fabulous. It really is. I love that. Oh, dear me. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I've done all sorts. Honestly, you wouldn't want to know what I've actually live at a demonstration when I went to, trying to think where I think it was in Liverpool somewhere when I did a demonstration. And I was doing a blue, sparkly, inky background. And do you know when I do like a moon and the clouds and doing a nice little, and so I popped it down, put my ink brush in there, and it was next to me pot where I drink. So I'm talking away, swigged away, and someone went, you realise you've got blue lips? So my lovely lipstick turned a shade of blue because I was swigging from there. Honestly, I tell you, I do all sorts of daft things.
Only you, Debbie.
Well, exactly.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe is it me? Is it? Well, now I've heard that. Is it Catherine that did that?
Catherine splattered tea.
Splattered tea.
You've got blue lips. And any other crafty mishaps? We'd love to hear those today. Anything that you've sort of, just drank the wrong thing or thrown the wrong thing at a project, let us know in the socials on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah,
because we're all daft, aren't we? We're all friends here. We're all, we're all crafters. We all know what it's like. Loads of good fun. Now I'm going to go in with Jack and Queen and King on this one. We'll do a bit of heat embossing technique. So you can see already that's quite building up quite nicely. What I'm going to do though, I'm just going to place these down so I've got them in the right place. So I love this idea of the Jack. Do you know the deck of cards, isn't it?
Yes.
And again, just have a little play around with them. Really, there's no right or wrong way with these. It's just a lot of fun and a nice way of creating a bit of a textured background as well. So I'm going to pop that on. That'll just lift that off. I'm going to use Lagoon and I'm going to get me... Oh, now then, where's the clear overlay gone? What's our Craig been doing with it? Did he play with it this morning? Do you know what? I know we'll have took it.
Oh,
Sarah. She's on HSN, isn't she?
She's not on at the minute, actually. I did have a message from someone a minute ago. Who was it? Gilmore, saying Sarah's finished now, so you can make a bit of noise, so we can be noisy and muck around a bit in there. She's back on at 9 o'clock, so about 50 minutes time. Well,
I'm going to improvise. Normally I would use clear embossing powder, but the boss has taken it from underneath here, so we don't have it.
I can do a quick raid on Studio 2 if you want.
It's fine, Ben.
Sure?
It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll cope. In fact, I might just have a little rootle around because I normally carry some around with me. Save the day. Got me
you
own.
Must have everything in that bag over there. Seriously.
Don't know what you mean, Ben. I don't know what you mean.
Some Mary Poppins over there, isn't it?
Isn't it just? And again, just pop this down. I'm getting a nice bit of an impression this time. Because it is a wet ink, a sticky ink, so to speak, you can pop your clear embossing powder. Oh, Debbie, I hope that's clear embossing powder now and not white. Maybe I should label these things, Ben. Maybe I should label them. So what I'm just going to do, I'm grabbing a piece of spare paper. I'm just going to flick that off and be careful because I've got, I've got the fan on again, haven't I? Oh, right, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, Ben, hang on a minute. No, it's all right. I'm just going to skedoodle that back into its pot. There we go, pop that back in there.
Good words in today's show, I tell you. Skedoodle.
I'm going to wipe up my ink. Well, I'll clean that in a bit better in a minute. I'm going to give it a little flick. I'm going to just brush off because I forgot to use my anti-static bag.
Yeah.
And I forgot that this is also wet. However, that might quite look nice, actually. Yeah, let's have a... Yeah, we'll give that a little flick off. I'm just trying to titivate it up a little bit there.
There it is again.
Yeah, well, I thought, you know, because I would have normally used my anti-static bag for that piece. However, I'm not going to worry too much because I think this is the fun bit with these stamps. Does it matter, Ben? Does it matter?
No, it certainly doesn't.
Exactly.
You
just have a little play with these. Oh, it is. Trust me. It's not what I expected this to be.
Hey, but I tell you what, who cares? It's turning out all right.
It's white. It's white. I didn't want it to be white.
It looks
you
all
see,
right.
Perhaps I should have let you run in there. And I tell you what, though, the way things are going today, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. But I've just heat set that now.
I quite like it. It sort of works with the faux bleach in the fact that you got it in white.
Well, to be fair, yeah. I mean, sometimes these happy accidents happen. However, I'll bring you the one in that I did earlier. Because I've done a bit of matting and layering, and I did it with clear, and I put a J up in the top corner as well. And just to add an extra little bit of texture, do you know that gorgeous Harlequin one? I've popped it there in the background. It's quite faint, but in the light you can actually see it glistening there. And I've just added some extra little bits by taking these extra stamps. So I've got the clubs, I've got the spades, I've got the club, spade, diamond, hearts. Yeah, and just have a little play. Just build up your scene so that you can see how this works together. And honestly, Ben, do you know, you're going to have a lot of fun with these stamps. You really, really are. Building up and layering up those textures, which I just think is absolutely fabulous. So again, I'm just going to pop that onto there. And then I'm going to layer up my little playing card. Now, I normally would have two on there, but I'm quite happy with me one because that's all I've done. Repeated a bit of the background, repeated some of the patterns, and I've made it into a playing card, which I just think is really fab.
Really love that idea.
And I'm just popping a little yaw on there, so I'm just going to lift this up with a little bit of 3D Collal glue. And then I might have to have a tidy up, Ben, because I've gone messy again. I started off well.
That's all right. Around 15 minutes in, we'll let you be messy.
You'll let me be messy?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put in the middle, because you are, Ben. You're ace.
Oh, thanks.
There you go. So you're going to have a little play with these, enjoy these stamps, and I'll show you, when I've cleaned up, if I can I come back and show you some samples, Ben? Is that all right? Because there's some beautiful work that you can really create and some different things as well.
Well, I tell you what, that was a fab demo. I loved it. Let me just show you what you're going to get within this collection. Then we'll go back to Debbie to see some finished samples, and then we'll give you some time to check out your baskets. So you're going to get 6 collections here. You're only paying for 5. It works out that you pay for 5, you get the 6th one for free. This is the one I haven't got boards for, all right? So this one is called Letter to You, but if you love that kind of script, that sort of old-fashioned, script design, you're going to love that. You've got also in there the gorgeous Postmarks as well, and that wonderful Missing You sentiment. And then these are the other sets that you're going to get on your special day. It's not actually called that, is it? I think I'm calling these wrong, but that's the sentiment that comes with it. On your special day is the sentiment. Again, gorgeous. You've got your kind of corner detailing there. Love that sort of swirly cornered stamp that you've got. And on your special day is that's the swirly florals. This one, Special Friend, is not the name of it. Garden Trellis, is it that one? Garden Trellis? No, that's not. It says Special Special Friend. I'll just call it Special Friend. It doesn't really matter what it's called, does it, to be honest? At least you know what you're getting. So this one is called Special Friend in my little world. But again, so much detailing there and so much fun. I love the fact that they're different sort of shapes and sizes as well. And you can just, like Debbie said, have a play with this one. This one's sentiment is just a note. This must be Into the Woods because you've got all of that kind of tree bark detailing in there. Leaves, love that sort of wooden cornered stamp that you've got. And then that gorgeous almost like a maple leaf, isn't it, that you've got in that collection too. This is the one that you've just seen, which is called the Game of Cards. Game of Cards. So you've just seen that there with the detail. The Jack, Queen, King. You've got the you've got the spades. You've got the clubs, the diamonds, and the hearts in there, and that wonderful sentiment. Your ace. I love that little banner as well, which is rather cute. And then last but by no means least, this one here is Thanks. which is the garden trellis, because you've got that trellis design, you've got your little vines up there as well, and that wonderful thanks to, that's all of them, all 6 of them. You're only paying for 5, don't forget, and lots of you jumping in and grabbing those. $39.95 or $49.75 if you're going for that deal. Just before we take a little break, Debbie did promise that she had some samples over the side of the studio, so we'll have a little look at some of the samples that she's got.
Well, these are some that I made last week, Ben.
Oh,
so
okay.
when I did the launch, this was some of the sets that I used last week. And again, you can really take these onto a whole new level when it comes to your crafting. So you're going to be able to really have a good old play with them and do lots and lots of different styles. This one's just a plain straightforward card, but again, using our nesting dies, I've taken elements to build up that background scene, and then use the stamps and then coloured them in with our tri-blends, because that's what you can do with these, Ben. You can really use these stamps to literally create something from scratch, which is what we did with all of these cards last week. Every one of these that you're seeing here I did from scratch, and just built up backgrounds and then added the textured, and you can see the textured layers up on there. I did lots with the silver Midases, and I just added elements, cut bits out, little bit of embossing onto some vellum there. Gorgeous ways that you can use these, lots and lots of different ways. You can really get to see how you can use these. One of my favourites, I absolutely love the Into the Woods, and I just did that on a dome base front and created a little bit of a bark texture. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then one that I did that I just showing you that you can take it into things like your projects, like a little notebook, obviously D for Debbie, but built up the whole entire background, and then just used other things that we have in our crafty stash to really, really make these stamps come to life. I mean, they're just gorgeous. That lovely layering texture that you get when you start to build up your backgrounds with these. Honestly, I could shout about these stamps till the cows come home, because they are absolutely fabulous, versatile, and fabulous price, may I just add, to be able to create lots and lots of different things. I can guarantee these are stamps that you're going to be using in 10 years time, 20 years time. They're never going to go out of fashion. They're just a great texture, and you layer them up anywhere you want with any inks that you want, and you're going to create some real beautiful, stunning projects.
You will, and actually a great sort of mixture and selection for you if you're brand new to stamping as well. You've got a little bit of everything, so jump in and grab them. $39.95 or $49.75. One thing I do need to tell you about, and I'm going to shout it from the treetops here, because we're clear in Studio 2, the Letters from the Heart collection is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
soon won't be seen.
That is correct. And when we talk about limited stock, with what we had of the limited stock in the first place, that is like super limited stock. So if you have got this in your basket, now is the time to check out, because it is gonna sell out again. 81.38 or 115.21. Let's give you a bit of time to do that. So whether you've got those beautiful stamps in your basket, whether you've got this collection, particularly this collection in your basket, check it out right now. You've got, I would say, about 90 seconds or so to do it. You're not going to miss anything. So check out your baskets now, and we'll be right back with you.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
It's going to sell out again, the Letters from the Heart collection, so please, please, please check out. Lots of lovely chat about the stamp set as well. Loving the stamp, says Dodge Barker on Facebook. June says, Debbie referenced Craig using this set this morning, so I need to go back and watch. I was only there for part of his show. June, if you're going to go back, I would say it was probably in the last 20 minutes. It was the last demo that he did. So if you want to go back and watch it, if you want to watch the whole show, that's brilliant. But if you want to get to that specific demo, it was in the last 20 minutes, if you want to scoot forward. Michelle Knits for you on YouTube YouTube just saying Into the Wood stamp set would go great with the Woodland and Peekaboo sets. Absolutely it would. And Catherine Baker just saying the Game of Card stamps would be so good for cards for men. You got lots of choice in that stamp set, as Debbie was alluding to. Lots and lots of choice for all sorts of projects and all sorts of people. Right, let's move on to something else that we've got on the show. How much do you love our craft kits? I think these are brilliant because actually they're great as gift ideas. If you're ever stuck and you're trying to buy something crafty for someone crafty in your life, these are absolutely perfect because you get a little bit of everything. But also, these are great for dipping your toe in the water, and particularly for beginners as well, because you get a little bit of everything that you need on a particular project. This is box number 35, and this is all about your penny sliders, which I absolutely love. I know we had the new range very recently. Really, really cool. And let me list what you've got in here, and then we'll get Debbie to unbox it. But to give you a bit of an idea, you've got dies in here, you've got card blanks, you've got stamps, you've got a coloured card back, printed papers and dewdrops in here, and basically the ability to make a minimum of 24 cards. But as we always say, depending on how frugal you are, you could probably make a lot more. And as much as you've got kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? The word, what's the word, Ben? The word is, when you use them, consumables. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Why did that take so long? As much as you've got consumables in here, you do have, of course, things like your dies and your stamps, which you will use forever. We're gonna have a look at this with Debbie as she unboxes it. But remember, you can get it for $24.99 or $24.99. And if you're a platinum member, of course, that comes down to $20, doesn't it? Or £20. So let's have a look. Open the box, open the box, open the box, open the box.
Is that a TV programme?
It used to be.
There was
it
a
Des O'Connor. It was take your pick.
I
and
did
they'd have the
wonder,
yes
yeah.
and no game. And then
Yes,
he'd offer
that's
money.
it,
Take the
yes.
money, take the box, take the
box,
money, take the box.
I take the box any time when it comes to these boxes,
Yes,
let me tell
take
you.
your money.
Because these are absolutely fabulous. They're like a little taster into the world
Yeah.
of some of the things that we do here at Crafters Companion. And one thing we do really well are these penny sliders. I did a craft along, I think it was last week or the week before, I can't remember now. If you check on the craft alongs, you'll be able to see how to put them together. And basically, it's exactly the same with this. So if you want to go back and have a look at that craft along show, literally you'll see step-by-step instruction on how to use them. But what I'm going to show you is what's inside this fabulous box. So taking a look straight away, you can see some of the amazing inspiration that's on the front. You're going to be able to make a minimum of 24 different style cards, because we've got mixed style cards in here. And what's lovely about this, every time you open one of these boxes, you've got this gorgeous presentation. So it makes a perfect gift, these for your crafty friends as well. And we've changed it up a little bit.
Oh, it's all in.
We've
like,
gone a little
envelopes.
bit posh. Obviously, I've ripped through mine, so you please excuse me. But you will get these like this. They'll come to you in this lovely, posh, spotty. I mean, you could use this again if you wanted
you
to.
could.
However, a lovely little way of keeping them. Inside there, as it states on the front of the packet, are our metal dies. It's got your slider worker element in there, so your track, want of a better word.
Okay.
And then you've got these 3 different design metal dies here, which will become more clear when we go into the stamps, the clear stamps. So on here, I'm just going to bring in some a white cardstock just for a second, Ben. So let's just bring this in so you can see this bit more clear. You've got that fabulous, cute little mouse, a beautiful dolphin, and then this gorgeous unicorn. And as you can see, the dies match perfectly. So that is your mouse die. There you've got your dolphin die, and at the very end you've got your lovely unicorn die as well. And then you've got all these extra embellishments. So you've got some really nice sentiments on here, and to be able to build up lots of different backgrounds. And I'll show you some amazing samples that the design team have done again. But that's your first 2 that you've got, Ben. Oh, I better remember to put them back in.
Oh, you'll get in trouble.
Let's put them back in. Let's get them back into the packets. But I do love this little touch. It's like a touch of elegance.
And
like
do you know what? It's more
upmarket.
environmentally friendly as well, isn't it?
Yes,
rather
it
than
is,
the plastic
rather than
packaging.
exactly, yeah. So in here you can see. Oh, open
hello.
this one. I have to go in this.
Be
Come
careful.
on.
Don't rip it.
We've got our blank cards in here, so you can see you've got different shapes and styles. Oh, look at this one. In fact, let me just move that to one side for a second. You can see that the different styles of card blanks that we've got, and I'll pull them all out so that you can see them. Different sizes, and again, when I say different sizes, we're even going super big with these ones because we've got a lovely set of 6x6s in there.
Fab.
So you can see you've got 3 different styles of card blanks in there. I'm trying to remember. Debbie can't add up. Hang on a minute. 8 of each. Thank you very
24.
much. Yep. You weren't helping me out there at all,
Sorry.
were you, Ben?
Oh, I can't count them. You got them.
Then you will see we have got,
Yeah.
and I'll just take this off. Lovely thing about that is it repeals as well, but you've got all the matching envelopes in there as well. So you've got matching envelopes to match
24 of
each
those?
one of your, to match each one of your card blanks. So you're not having to worry about any of that. You've got it all to hand. Then we've got the beautiful printed paper. And when I say beautiful, I want you to have a look at this now so you can see just how gorgeous this is. The quality that we do here in these craft kits as well is exceptional. It really is. And you've got those beautiful colour tones. I mean, this is just a fun pack that you're going to be using. Like you said, Ben, the consumable parts.
Thank you. That was the word.
Yeah, so once these have gone, you just take some things from your paper stash. You're going to be able to use these, but there's a lot there to be going with as well,
18
Ben.
sheets.
Thank you. Oh, you've been doing maths now. You look at you, giggling away there. You've been reading up, haven't you, Ben? That's what you've been doing. And then lastly, we've got the, well, I say lastly, it's not lastly, second to last.
Penultimate.
Thank you.
Yep.
That word. I don't know why I tried to say it, Ben. Especially at 8:30 at night.
Oh, I know.
But then we've got this beautiful coloured cardstock, and again, the quality of this cardstock. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's no flimsy. That's
No,
not
it
a flimsy
ain't.
paper.
No.
Beautiful cardstock that actually could be a good construction weight as well. So a really gorgeous set. I'm going to put those back in there.
15 of those.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ben.
What a team, eh?
And then we've also got another lovely little addition, and I'll take my time taking this off because, like I said, I don't want to rip them all.
Oh, what's in there? Your little
Dewdrops.
Oh, I love a dewdrop.
I love a dewdrop, and these are absolutely beautiful. Got that lovely. Oh, I just love dewdrops. There's something about Craig's giving me a right stash today.
I see.
But all he has is being right generous. He's giving me a right stash of jewels. He knows how much I love gems and things like that. So he's giving me a right big stash. He's such a sweetheart.
He is, isn't he, eh?
So you got that beautiful presentation box, all the elements to now make beautiful spinner cards, and I absolutely love these. Let's see if I can get that spin going. Let's see if I can get my
Look at the
spin
dolphin.
going.
Can I do my dolphin
Woo!
impression?
Go on, the dolphin. Oh, that's a good one, Ben.
That's what they do,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a good one. I like that. Then you've got the. It sounds ever so faint in me, Ben.
Oh, sorry.
But let's have a look. Can you do the mouse for me?
Yep.
Oh, and look how cute he is. He's so super cute, that mouse.
Yeah.
And then, what about a unicorn then? Oh, what? That sounded like a horse.
No, well, unicorns are horses, aren't they, really? I mean, I don't
Are they
know.
really?
Well, they are. I mean, no, they're not horses, but they are. They must be in the same family.
Are you sure about that?
I would imagine a unicorn makes the same noise as a horse, doesn't it? Woo.
But you've got all the elements to be able to create some really beautiful, fun features.
Love
These
that.
gorgeous Get it spinning. Let's get him spinning. Let's
Yeah.
get him spinning. But you literally, the only thing you need to add that we haven't included in
your
there
coin.
are your pennies or 5p's if you're Craig.
What works best?
I
Five?
prefer pennies. Craig's a bit flush, so he likes his 5p's. But I prefer the penny. I just think for me, it's cheaper. But yeah, you can use whatever coin. And then literally all you need to add is your foam pads as well. So great addition to our craft kits. These are absolutely fabulous. And you're going to be able to have so much fun and create those beautiful spinner cards, which are such an on-trend card at the moment. They really are.
I love it. Loads of you loving this as well. Fred171 says, waiting for this box to arrive. Won't be long, I'm sure. Will not be long. Gilmore saying, nice impressions, Ben. You are welcome, Gilmore. And Sue Hints on YouTube just saying, got my penny slider box yesterday with a bunch of other items. So happy. June loves all the CC craft boxes as well. They are brilliant. They are brilliant. And I know lots of you just like to grab these because you like to complete the collections. This is box number 35, as we said. And it's lovely for the fact that you can just dip your toe in the water with those penny sliders. $24.99 whichever way you go. And remember, you got your 4 metal dies, your 24 card blanks, 24 envelopes, 14 stamps, 15 pieces of coloured cardstock. You've got 18 printed papers and 100 dewdrops. Makes a minimum of 24 cards, but you'll probably find that you'll make a lot more because you've got all of your stamps and dies, of course, in there, which then you can use forever. So you'll make hundreds of the things, won't you? Right. That's flying out the door. Something else which is now limited stock is the Letters from the Heart collection. Do you want me to quickly go through this again? We've got a handful of these remaining, literally a handful remaining. So you've got to go quickly if you want to get them. Let's start with the paper pad very quickly, because as we chatted about, and Debbie's chatted about, I've mentioned, Sarah was talking about yesterday when we launched, this is such a gorgeous paper pad. And I know all of our paper pads are amazing, but this one is amazing for the fact that, you know, I could turn this around and flip it the other way and say, oh, this is the front, and do you know what I mean? There's no kind of B-side to these. They're gorgeous whichever way you want to use them. And as you see the different designs and styles through here, all of these run through all of the other goodies that you've got in the kit. So the script, for example, runs through the kit. The postmarks runs through the kit. The gorgeous detailing here as well runs through all of the kits as well, whether it be in the embossing folders, whether it be within the stamps as well. I just love this collection. Look at these gorgeous papers. We had people stocking up on these yesterday, and that's why the paper pads have absolutely flown out of the door. You do get this included within the collection, and it is 48 sheets of absolute gorgeousness. So that's your paper pad. Now, on top of that, you are also going to get, well, let's show you the envelope first of all. This you saw in an earlier demo. Gorgeous. So you've got your envelope die there, creates this really, really super detailed envelope. And of course, from that, you can then cut and pop out the detail in there to pop a little message on. And you get all those stamps included as well. The stamps, some of those layer up too. So really, really nice effects that you can create. And also, you've got dies for those as well. So if you want to cut out and embellish the dies, the stamps rather, you can. As far as the other metal is concerned, you've got your lace border dies included in this collection as well, which are gorgeous. Your torn note paper dies, again, you saw those a little bit earlier on, are fantastic. Great for your frames as well. And then, who could forget this bad boy? That typewriter, I think, is probably one of my favourite dies of recent times. It's gorgeous. You get all of these stamps to go with it, so you can create your own little script that you can actually pop out of the typewriter once you've die cut it. Then on top of that, you've got embossing folders. Boy, oh boy, you've got embossing folders. The traditional script, you saw this a little bit earlier on. Gorgeous. And again, you can see the detailing of that running through your paper pad. On top of that, you've got the vintage postmarks embossing folder. Gorgeous. Have a good look through that and see all of the different postmarks that you got from all the different countries all over the world. You've then got, on top of that, your laced edge embossing folders, 2 of those, which are absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got stamps for you as well, running along the theme of the classic postmarks, they're included. Then on top of that, some of the most gorgeous sentiment stamps in the Loving Sentiment Stamps collection, and some really, really beautiful phrases on here. Things like written with love, things like do more of whatever makes you happy. I really love those. And then we finish off the collection with the wax seals. That kit brings you the tool and the 2 sort of heads, if you like, to be able to imprint the key and also the hearts, and you get the 2 sticks of wax as well. You'll obviously light the wick to be able to create, and you won't use your heat tool like we do here in the studio. We just do it obviously for fire regulations. But that is the full collection. We've got time. I'm surprised but glad that we have got just about enough time, I think, to do another demo from this collection. Johnny's just gone, we'll start the demo. Whether we finish it or not, that tells you how many we've got left, really, is another matter. £65 and pence today, $92 and pence today if you're platinum. I'll stop talking because we need to get this demo done. What are you going to show us, Debbie?
Make a double Z fold card.
Oh, yes.
In fact, do a little bit of double embossing.
Oh, yes.
So using one of our Midas ink pads as well. So first things first, I'm going to use, I'm going to take a piece of the paper, not cardstock, paper from that beautiful paper pad. And I've just taken a little piece out of there. Choose any colour you want. I'm going to hold this down with a little bit of low-tack tape. I'm just going to run this through. Now, combination-wise, it might be a little bit too thick with my magnetic, so I'll just go through without the magnetic first. Move your boxes out of the way, Debs. Move your boxes out of the way. I'm going to run this through, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss this piece. Yeah, that's enough pressure. I'm going to emboss this piece, then we're going to use that gorgeous classic typewriter, which just one of my favourites. I absolutely adore it. I am so pleased I got to play with this, Ben. I really did think I weren't going to get to it.
No, it did look like you weren't going to.
I know, well...
Should have seen Debbie's face when we told her in the last show. We haven't got any stock.
Literally, just like panic written all over my face. What I'm going to do though is emboss this piece of cardstock now. So I'm going to emboss this. Again, it's just a normal embossing folder. So we're going to pop this in. Love this one with all the postmarks on there. Just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I said both of the embossing folders. There's 4 in total in this collection because you've got those 2 strip ones as well. So you have to both work beautifully. Use them both together. Fan is blowing everything away, so I'm just going to move that for the time being because it's all decided to blow down now. Oh, look at this. This is gorgeous. Now I'm going to gently peel this back because the pressure of the Gemini can actually just make it a little bit too... But you can do this, and it adds that little bit of charm to it as well when you do this. So let me just pull this out. Perfect. But look how gorgeous that is. That is a beautiful embossed detail. You can strip it back a little bit more or just emphasise it a little bit more by adding a little bit of ink. So I don't know if you can see there with that one. Let me just move that to one side. I actually might add a little bit of... have we got grasshopper anywhere? Let me have a quick peek. Oh, I have.
Grasshopper, isn't that
Love grasshopper.
Isn't that in the Letters from the Heart collection that we've got? The little...
Is
I might be wrong. I don't think it is. I'll take that back. We've got a jade. Oh, it's frosty jade, isn't it?
Frosty jade will look equally as well, especially with these colour tones.
Topaz.
Yeah, green topaz will look gorgeous with it as well. I'm just emphasising it a little bit just by taking some ink over. And look at that gorgeous embossed detail on there. Absolutely beautiful. And people don't think that you could do that with paper, but you absolutely can. It looks equally as nice there, but look how gorgeous that looks with that. What about a bit of I'm just thinking now, what about a bit of gilding wax over top? Oh, let's get some. I've got some under here.
Which one is that? Is that the king?
No, this looks like Empire Gold to me, this one. Oh, I've changed it up a little bit.
You have, haven't you?
Oh, I get carried away. I do get carried away with gilding wax because I absolutely love the stuff. Beautiful to give a really old-aged, worldly look to this. But again, you can see how excited I get when I get crafting. Sometimes as well, I like to change. Oh, do you know, I'm not going to worry about that little extra bit there. Yeah. I like to change demos up now and again. I like to go a little bit rogue. Because sometimes you think it looks nice one way, then an idea flashes up in your head, and you think, I think it'll look nice this way instead. Do like that with that added touch there. That looks absolutely fab. Is that producer Johnny yawning in our ears there?
Don't know. Oh, that was Charlotte.
Was it director? Was it? Oh, well, I heard that so clear. Did you hear that?
I don't know if it was a yawn. I think it was a big sigh. Is what it was.
Definitely yes.
She's got it's definitely a yawn.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like a yawn to me, that one. I'll let you off. It is getting late. You're absolutely right, and you've been here all day. God love you. No one knows how much time you've been here today.
You made me yawn now.
No, that's the thing. It's catching. Don't start, Ben, because it's going to set me off there. Oh, Ben, behave yourself. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Yawns are catching. Yup, I'm not looking. Right, so I'm going to put this to one side because I'm quite happy with where they've gone with that one. Oh no, I can feel a yawn coming. You little devils. Right, I'm not. So I'm going to stop looking at you now because little varmints. Right. Little varmints.
I tell you what we haven't heard tonight. We haven't heard producer Johnny crack open his can. He's not done that yet.
Oh, what do you mean crack open his can? What's going off in there like?
He has a beer, doesn't he, every night if it's on the late
I beg your pardon. I beg your haggy pardon. What you on about?
He was cracked open a beer in the gallery normally in the last show of the day. Yeah.
Now then, boss isn't building. Does she know this goes off?
I don't. Oh, he's going to do it. Sarah knows. Here we go. Listen. Here he goes. He's going to do it over the microphone for you. Yay! Your evening has officially started. Happy hour is here on Crafters TV. When Johnny opens the can, the evening is underway. I love that, Johnny. That's one of my favourite things ever.
Oh my God. Well, I had no idea that went off in there. Do you know what I actually thought? It's in his contract,
it's in his contract, yeah.
Well, you see, I thought it was a can of fizzy pop. That's what I thought it was. I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have some physical evidence at the end of the show, Ben. Johnny,
Is it
I
or
forgot
isn't
I'm
it a
talking to
beard?
Ben.
That's a question you'll never know. You'll never know.
Right, let's go back to this demo.
Yes.
Let's go back to this demo. Classic typewriter. You've already seen me die cut this. I've die cut this into a piece of craft card. You can see how beautiful that is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of touch of embossing to this. I'm bringing in our Midas ink pad. I found some clear powder. Oh, it looks really bad in that bag, doesn't it? It's actually clear embossing powder.
Yes.
Please, you believe me. It's not sherbet like my kids thought once.
Right.
Thought I were carrying sherbet. I'm like, no. What I'm just going to do though is I'm just going to pop, literally. I'm just. Have you heard producer Johnny?
I can hear him.
Oh, do you know, what is he like? Yeah, I know. So I'm just taking my finger dabber and I'm dabbing all over. And don't forget, this is, wet ink. You could actually go straight on with it. However, I prefer to go in all the nooks and crannies, and I'm just going to take this across. And then we're going to add the clear embossing powder to this. And again, it's just a lovely, another way you can use it to give it that real oldly, worldly look feel to it, that lovely vintage feel to it, that this collection, Letters from the Heart, is absolutely crying out.
Just, Sue was just wondering, just recap on the ink pad that you used on the embossing folder. It was Grasshopper, wasn't it?
Grasshopper, yeah, but you could use any green tones. Like if you're going for that deal that's on the show tonight, you could absolutely use the Frosty Jade. That'd look nice because that's a beautiful colour tone. You could use that as well. But the one I used was Grasshopper, and I did actually use I used the quick dry one.
Oh,
because
did you?
yeah, you can, because they all work beautifully. They all work in harmony with each other as well. So you can add, going back to those texture stamps, you can add your different ones to it. Now I'm going to just cover that up for a second, because I am going to just pop on the top now a little bit of, oh dear, I've got my fan on, I've just realised again.
Oh no,
I know, I've just realised. In fact, let me bring in me larger piece of cardstock underneath, because I'm just going to pop all over now from my bag there, my clear embossing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to smudge that around everywhere and then take that off. Now for this one, you're going to need some tweezers.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, you're going to need some tweezers. So I'm going to put that over there for a second. So it probably gets a little bit messy, but I do love this technique. It's one of those that I absolutely love. And then I'm just going to heat set it. So I'm just going to pick it up with my tweezers. Hold that. What have I done with heat gun? There we go, Ben. So let's just heat set this now.
How are we doing with the stop, Johnny? Shall I tell him? We're into single figures. We are at that point where if you all check out, it's gone and people are going to miss out.
Right, all I'm going to say, Ben, I don't want people to miss out.
No.
While I'm doing this, if you want to go and check this out, I'll just repeat this in a moment and I'll show you how I do it, Ben, because I don't want people to miss out on this, because this literally is going to be your last chance saloon, I believe. I'm not sure that any of these elements are coming back. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this, actually, Ben. I'm talking to Johnny then and me, I keep forgetting.
He doesn't know. But yeah, if everyone checks out the baskets now, this is gone and people are missing out. So if you have got it, please check out, because with these Sarah Signature collections, it's normally the case, isn't it, that once they are gone, that is it. They don't come back. The paper pad might come back, but certainly other elements, you need to get it now, and this is really last chance saloon as we're just looking at this gorgeous typewriter. That's come out lovely. Oh, you're going again?
Yeah, because you can do a little bit of double embossing or triple embossing. The trick here when you're doing this is to make sure that it's still heat set, as in that it's still quite warm. So again, I've got some more powder because it remains sticky. So it does mean that you can do this 2, 3, 4 times, depending on the look that you want to go with. So the more times you use your clear embossing, the more enamelled it becomes.
Yeah.
Right now it's got that lovely, like an orange peel kind of effect. But that looks really nice because it's got that lovely old feel to this as well. Now I'm using the tweezers that stay closed. I can't remember the right name for them. I know our Jan will be screaming at the TV at me now because they've got a set name, haven't they?
Back to front tweezers. I know the ones you mean.
Yeah, so these just make it more comfortable for you to hold because you're not having to stay pinch. You can hold them gently in your hand. However, if you want to go in again with your heat embossing, all I'm making sure is that I've kept that nice and warm again. Yeah. And I'm just going to repeat that. So let me just bring this back in. And in fact, do you know what I could do? I could just lay it in there. Let's slap that back in, rather than messing about flicking it between paper to paper. But the more, like I said, the more you pop on there, the more textured this becomes, and it really is a lovely effect. And I'm going to stop after this one, Producer Johnny, I promise, because otherwise you could carry on and carry on. But it creates a real beautiful texture and gives it a real proper vintage vibe to your typewriter.
Yeah.
And I do love it. I'm not going to lie. It's one of my favourite techniques. I love a bit of embossing at best of times, but when you do double or triple embossing, it really does come into a world of it, you know, a real world of its own. So now that's all done, Ben, I've just repeated exactly what I did before, where I added a bit of cardstock behind the back.
Yeah.
So that I did in that first demo. So all I'm going to do now is let's just let me just. Oh God, no, I've got white on. Don't be doing it with that. Let me just, because I've got. I was going to wipe it with my top then. Did you see what I was doing?
You should definitely have worn your apron
Oh,
today.
no, I don't want to be doing. I was getting my top. I was just about to go and then realised it was white. But no. Steer away from that. Stay away from that. Right, let me just grab. What have I done with my stamps? There we go. Let's put my stamps. What shall we have on this one? I'm going to have thinking for you on this one.
How many we got left, Johnny?
Right, I'll be quick. I promise I'll be quick.
We've got just over a handful of these remaining now. These are going to go.
Oh no, what did I say about not getting ink on me? I'm doing it again.
Right. Oh dear. Oh, it's all going wrong.
Hang on a minute.
What?
I just bent down because, I've got ink on me top head.
Should have worn your apron. Who said at the start?
Exactly. Who said wear your apron? Who said wear your apron?
I can't remember who that was, but it was good advice.
It was extremely good advice, whoever that was.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I do know why it's not sticking onto there, because I've got. Do you know? Have you heard them all giggling?
They've just lost the plot in there, and they don't know what they're going on about. I'm
going to have to change this up, because I've got on the back. I've got on the back of me stamp, I've got some clear embossing powder, and it's making it not stick to my thing. So I'm going to have to give it a little bit of a wash. Oh, things were just going so well, Ben. They were going so well. Now I'm going to bring in my card blank, and I'm doing that classic, beautiful double Z fold card. So again, a really lovely card. You'll know with our lovely Sarah, it's one of her favourite style cards that she does.
Yeah.
What's
been
that?
Told we got pizzas after the show. Sarah's bought pizzas for everyone. That's marvellous, isn't it?
Bless her heart.
She's back on HSN at 9 o'clock, so in 12 minutes' time you can catch Sarah over on HSN. You'll catch us eating pizza. I've got pizza for the journey home. That's all right, isn't it? Oh, yes.
Pizza for the journey home.
Yes.
You do crack me up, Ben. So I've used a bit of craft card just onto here, and I'm just decorating both my sides. So we're going to build all this card up together. I've got all my elements already. So then we'll be able to do, we've got demo of the show to do.
Then demo of the day.
And demo of the, have you
got your box?
I've got my box, I've got my box. Don't worry, Ben, I've got my box. I'm all sorted.
As much as you've done some great demos in the show, some really nice demos, I think that box is going to be the demo of the
bless
the demo
your
of the
little
day.
heart.
But we'll have to wait and see.
Right, before I put that on, I'm just going to stick this just onto the background before I actually stick my base down. So let me just have that dangling off the edge. There we go. So I can pop that underneath. Just gives it a little trap underneath.
Yeah.
Let me just pop that down, because I want to make sure this is nice and straight before I actually commit to sticking it down. So I'm just going to fold it into, there we are, nice and neatly, and it's tucked behind there. So again, bringing in my typewriter, I'm going to tuck me word behind that. In fact, let's just slip that down the back. There we go. Let's pop a little bit of tape. Oh, powder, go away. So let's just stick that down onto the back there. And that's going to just stick lovely. Let's pop that a little bit Katie cornered. I've got some extra little features on here, so let's just add now and build up this scene where I'm going to pop my florals behind there. Let's just make sure that goes over. I've got some extra little bits as well. Where does the time go, Ben? I think I've got loads of time, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's like, where did the hecky thump that time go?
The hecky thump, did that go?
Where did it go? It just disappears. The time sucks up when we're in this room. But that's because we have so much fun.
We do. Rosalind is saying, you guys are hilarious. Well, we do try. Love the typewriter, says Suzette Suze. And Dances with Pam on YouTube says, lol, Debbie, I always seem to drop my ink pads too, and I get ink on me. It was Kay earlier on who said you should have worn an apron. Hindsight, okay, hindsight.
Exactly. So there we go. So now if I just hold that in, because it's, there we go. Now you've got your double, I've covered my words up, but I'll sort that out in a minute, Ben. I'll sort that out in a minute. I can skew with them that way instead. There you go. But yeah, so it's really lovely, all using those elements, the kind of styles that you want to use in these. Shall we recap? Because I'm just conscious you haven't got much time.
Well, I tell you what, get them all laid out.
I'll get them all laid out.
Let me just say that Terry's ordered, Terry Time Anderson said, so glad I ordered this right away. Beautiful. Counting the day until it arrives. Really liking the look of that card, says Sharon Sweeney. Literally, last chance to get this. And don't forget, if you have already bought this and if you are thinking about buying it right now, we've got, I think, about 5 of these left, by the way. There's a craft-along coming. Friday, the 30th of April, 3 o'clock. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. You should all have your, well, you will, won't you? You'll have these by now. You will see on socials everything that you'll need to take part, and that is going to be brilliant. Right, let us have a look at all the cards that Debbie's made, because this is going to have to be a quick vote. So we'll number these 1 through however many you've done. This is number 1, the box.
Right, number 1, box. So 1, box. 2 was the easel. Let's pop that back. So that's our number 2. 3 is the textured stamps. And 4 is the one we've just completed.
All right, you've literally got 2 minutes to get voting on that, and we'll announce the winner. And then we will announce the demo of the day in just a few moments' time. So, quick preview for you. We've got some beautiful new stamps from Connie Fong coming your way on the 16th of April. So, Colour Me Happy. That's this coming Friday, isn't it? Of course. The Angel Inspiration Stamp and Die sets. This coming Friday on Colour Me Happy at 7 o'clock UK time. These are absolutely gorgeous. Brand new, and I have a feeling these are going to be storming out of the door. And with each of these gorgeous designs, you're going to get stamps and dies, and you've got this gorgeous Angel Wishes. The artwork here is absolutely phenomenal. And do you know what I love about this again? It's one of those collections where it kind of spans, I think, the age generations. I think whoever you're going to be making these cards for are going to love them. That is your Angel Messenger. As I said, with all of these, what is quite nice is that you've got the actual stamp and the detailing there, and then the ability to be able to die cut them all out as well. Then this here, I mean, how gorgeous is that? Is your Angel Prayers. Once again, stamps and dies included in that collection. This one here, I mean, absolutely stunning again, is your Angel Whispers. Got a little dandelion clock going on there, which is just gorgeous. Stamps and dies in that one. Oh, have a look here, look. This one is called Friendship Angel. Got the little, is that a little dog or a little teddy bear? Little doggy, look, he's got his little angel halo on. That is really cute. Again, all the stamps and dies in there as well. And then last but by no means least, you've got your Twinkle Angel, who is absolutely gorgeous. All of those coming your way this coming Friday. The new set from Connie Fong, the Angel Inspiration set. Colour Me Happy, 7 o'clock UK time, which is 2 o'clock East Coast, 12 midday West Coast. Don't miss out. That is going to be a brilliant, brilliant show. Right, time to announce the demo of the show. Oh, hang on a second here. Let's just give this 20 more seconds because it's very, very close between 3 and 4. Just remind us which ones those were again then, Debbie.
3 and 4 was the 3. Oh, hang on a minute.
4 was your last one, wasn't it?
1. That's so this is 4. It was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's the Z fold, and it's that one, isn't it? Is that 3 and 4?
Yeah. So 3's the Z. 3's the
3, 4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 4.
4.
3.
The winner
4.
is 4.
Oh,
no, that one 4. We're going to have to be super quick here. So that is your card from this show. What did you make earlier? Show us the box.
Right, you ready for my box? If you missed the show earlier, so this is the demo of the day. So this was the exploding box that we did, almost similar to a craft along that we did. But when you open this up, you have got this beautiful pop-out feature where you've got lots of elements. So on mine, I used photos in the background of all our lovely team. What did I do? Oh, that was it, my little slider card. I don't know if you can get in close. Let's
You
just
can get
that
voting
up.
now, by the way. Box is 1 or 2 for the Z Fold. Keep talking. It's fine.
Keep talking. Right, so the twist and the pop card with me and our lovely Jan there. So that was the twist and pop card. Then we had the lovely waterfall feature. I've got your lovely box that goes in the middle. Still haven't filled it with any sweeties. But then you've got that lovely waterfall feature at the back, which again, really beautiful. All of these were made by hand from start to finish, even though we did have to rush it right at the very end. But we got there, Ben. That is your number 1. That's the box. Or number 2, the Z Fold. So which one is it that you love the most? 1 or 2?
Vote now, you've got 2 minutes. I mean, come on, they're both amazing, but I know which one I would be voting for. Very quickly, whilst you're getting your votes in on that, you literally got 2 minutes. Let's just quickly remind you of the Out of This World deal. Stamping card. Not the most kind of amazing thing in the world as far as like, oh, that's really nice, but it's a necessity, right? So it is the stamping card with 120 sheets, and the way this works out, you buy one, you get the second for half price. So £15 or $21. Don't miss out. It's a great time to stock up. As I say, not the most interesting thing you'll have seen today on this channel. However, don't run out of it. A4 size, 60 sheets in each, 300 GSM, and you pay just £15. Knock your 20% off that. It comes down to a ridiculously low price for you. Definitely stock up. And also, quick recap on the Explorer kit that we've got, the Character Over the Edge stamp and die collection. 29 elements in total here. You've got your stamping platform, that stamping mat. You've also got your ink pad and the 2 collections from the Over the Edge collection in there as well. $28.97 or $40.85 is your deal on that one. Right. Well, I knew it would be. It hasn't taken long to figure this one out. The winner of the demo of the day. She doesn't know, and she's already picked it up because she does know. It was the box. Of course it was. This was phenomenal, Debbie. Deserving.
Well, it's I mean, I'm taking credit, but it's the dies that do all the hard work. You just have the fun doing all the creative bit. Oh, look, me and our lovely Craig there. Although I wanted to wrestle him to the ground today when I found out he got these beauties on the show and calling me happy. But yeah, absolutely. So I'm tickled pink. I'm tickled pink.
I'm not
because it is a gorgeous concept. It really is a beautiful concept. So thank you very much. We'll go and put that on the wall of, what's it called?
Crafty Walk of Fame, I call it.
Is that what it's called? I'll use yours. Crafty Walk of Fame. Thank you very much for joining me today, though. I've had the time of my life, as always. But I'm back again tomorrow.
Oh, what you got tomorrow?
With the lovely Joe. I've got a craft along.
Oh, yes.
Craft along with the vintage diary. And then we've got Creative Cravings at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, Ben. So, yes, I shall see you there.
Well, we shall certainly look forward to that. That box, I mean, I'm here on Sunday and I know I'm not allowed to have any sway. I've got a feeling that could be the demo of the week. But listen, make sure you check out your baskets. I think the From the Heart collection is hanging on by an absolute thread. There's about 2 of those left, I think. So whoever checks out now is going to get that. And don't forget to check out your baskets if you've gone for those layering stamps as well. What a day. What a few shows. Don't forget, there's more coming up over on HSN. Sarah is back with you in just a couple of minutes there, I do believe. And plenty more on their craft day coming up. We will be back with you, of course, here on Crafters TV tomorrow. Debbie will be with you. Joe's back as well. And as much as, you know, I've only been in for 2 days, I need to go home for a bit of a relax. I'm getting on a bit, you know, when you get to my age. I'll be back with you on Sunday. So have a brilliant rest of the week. Have a brilliant rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you very soon. And here is what's coming up.
Make sure you come and kick your Wednesday off in style with us here at Crafters TV and join Craig for Wake Up Call midday, as it is every day here in the UK, 7 a.m. on the East Coast. I might even try and do a little bit of gate crashing if I'm allowed, ahead of my later show at 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be myself and Debbie, and it's all going to be focused on a craft along, and it's going to be featuring the Sarah's Signature Vintage Diary. You guys love this when it launched, so I'm really excited for us all to be able to craft along together. I'll see you there.